live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri. It's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. Happy last day of January 31st. Can you believe it? It's been the longest month in the history of months. 2025 is off to quite an amazing start, a long start. It's going to be a crazy year for sure. Excited to be here. Those of you new to the show, my name is Greg Rosander. I'm with Palin Music Center, and this is Wake Up with Greg. This is my now weekly morning show every Friday, 9 a.m. Central here, and I'm here to share the coolest instruments on the internet for you. Today I've got an assembly of a couple of trumpets and a flute, all instruments that you have not seen on the show before. At least I don't think so. Maybe one of the trumpets, I don't know. Anyway, but they're going to be cool nonetheless. And of course, these are instruments available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com, or by checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com, or by just giving me a call, 417-882-7000. You can reach me there and we can chat anything, instruments, or we can chat about art or books or the weather or just whatever, anything you're feeling up to. So happy to be here with you all. We've got some folks on the chat already this morning. Good morning, Max. Good morning, Ma Claire. Welcome. Happy to have you here. As just a reminder to you all, we do have the live chat going on. So you can ask your questions, leave your comments. I can give you a shout out. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. And we've got viewers from all over the world. So it's a lot of fun to know where you're from. My earpiece doesn't like to stay in my ear here, but that's all right. So let's see, what else we got going on for you? We got some music for you today. We've got, of course, wisdom, cool things, all that fun stuff. So stick with us. We're going to have a blast. We're going to get this party started by saying good morning to Jordan.
Hey.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Welcome back from NAMM.
Thank you. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, NAMM is the National Association of Music Merchants. And we had our big annual trade show out in California. Mm-hmm. And Jordan and Nate were out there filming like everything and everybody. And
yes. Long days, but
yeah,
it was fun.
Anything stood out to you? Anything super cool?
Oh, man. Well, the coolest experience was the PRS 40th anniversary show.
Oh, cool.
Which that was our very last night there. So we were done working. So it was a nice way to end it. And
just got to enjoy
just
it.
Amazing guitar players that are endorsed by PRS, and nice. Ended with John Mayer playing. So
even better. Yeah.
It was
awesome.
Cool.
Well, guys, be sure to check out our other Palin Music, our main Palin Music YouTube channel, and our Facebook, and I'm sure all the others.
We have videos dropping.
Yeah,
multiple videos for like the next week or plus. So
cool.
Yeah.
So lots of really cool stuff. Lots of new gear. Lots of just great people. I love the little bit with Rick Beato. That was so cool.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you out there in the YouTube world, if you don't know who Rick Beato is, you need to look him up. He's one of the premier music producers / educators on the online right now. So he does some great stuff. So, and it was really cool to see Nate get to have a chat with him. So that was pretty awesome. So, all right. Well, what else we got going on? I don't know. Do we have anything, other special events coming up? But
not yet. I know we're about to start planning the next Cars and Guitars.
Oh,
no dates or anything, but
right.
There will be one coming.
That'll be in the works. Yep. I know we've got some really exciting things coming up in regards to Yamaha band and orchestra stuff. So primarily band stuff, wind instruments, I'm really excited about. I don't have all the details for you yet, but stay tuned to the show because there will be some really exciting stuff coming up for that. So pretty excited. I've said excited and exciting a lot today already. Need to come up with some new words. I'm jazzed. I'm stoked. I'm pumped. All right. That'll work. Well, what do you say we dive into the show? Yeah?
Yeah.
Do it. All right.
Let's do it. All right. Before we get to the first horn, can you tell us about your shirt and watch today?
The shirt and watch. Yes. I introduced this watch last week, but now I'm actually wearing it. So, but I thought I would show it to you again. This is my new, and again, it's going to be upside down for you guys. But this is, let's see if I can find the proper spot to find it for you. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, my Timex Marlin automatic Snoopy jazz saxophone watch. Yeah, that works. So super excited about this. I was able to acquire this with some Christmas gift money that I received from the parents, dad and mom combined. So that was pretty awesome. Excited about that. So thank you for that. And then the shirt, this is another Daniel Kermue shirt, just blue and white, but pretty fun.
It's a nice shirt.
There we go. That's the watch and the shirt.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get started.
Let's get started. Let's take a look at a new flute, shall we? We'll do like a full unboxing on this guy.
Cool.
This is the new Powell, or Sonari by Powell. Let me find the position there. We got these multiple cameras. Oh, there's the angle. Oh, look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay. So Powell Flutes of Boston, Vernon Q. Powell, if you want to get specific, is one of the premier flute houses in the country, and or manufacturers, I should say, flute houses, whatever. There's the case for you there. Handmade flutes of super high quality, played by professionals all over the country and around the world, for that matter. And then this Sonari line is basically their kind of import line, if you will. Designed in the U.S., set up, regulated, head joints are done here in the U.S., but with foreign parts. So, but it's all Powell designed. And this is a professional grade flute. I'm going to crack it open here. This is the model PS, as in Sam, 61 BOF. So comes in the nice bag like I showed you, and then French style case there. And then we'll pop that open. Let me get my gloves on here, because obviously the rule is we don't want to get these all fingerprinty. So this is a solid sterling silver flute, from top to bottom, head joint, body, foot joint, all of that. Silver plated keys. And what is really, here, I'll kind of give you the quick little show you in the case there. Okay, good. So the special component of this particular flute, man, it is tight fit in that case there. All right. Put it all together. Oh, there goes my earpiece again. I'm going to have to figure something else out for that, but that's all right. All right, so here we go. This is the Powell PS61BOF. So the primary cool feature on this flute is this 9-carat, and they call it Arumite, A-U-R-U-M-I-T-E. It's a proprietary, in a sense, it's like a plating process, but more it's like a layering process. So it's 9-carat gold, but it's a much thicker layer of gold than like with just traditional gold plating. So it's almost like a sandwich of sterling silver and then gold on top of it. It's like 30 mil, I think, of gold, which normally, like with plating, is like just a couple. So, but it gives you a really great sound, a really nice feel, and it looks great as well. So other features on the flute, we have the B foot, of course, extending the range of the flute. This is, I'm going to turn it around here. This is the offset G, you can see there. Open holes, French open holes. This has plugs in it for you right now. And then this has Y-style key arms, which I was kind of surprised about on a flute of this level, because this is definitely a pro level flute. Not that it's a bad thing. I don't want to make it seem like it's a negative thing. Again, it's really a personal preference. I just like the look of the pointed key arms more so than the Y arms. But anyway, That's for what it's worth. There you go. But this is the Powell Sonare PS 61 BOF professional flute. And this is live now on the website, or give me a call, 417-882-7000, or check out our Reverb page. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is on Reverb yet, but we'll double check that, make sure that it's up there as well. So there it is. That is instrument number 1. So please check that out. Powell this is the first we've been getting Powell flutes. We of course have Yamaha and Dejau and Gemeinhardt, many of the others. But it's nice to have another top-end flute in our offerings for you guys. So there you go. Let me try to get that tight fit in that case. It's so weird listening to myself repeat in my head with this earpiece. All right. So that's instrument number 1.
Nice.
We got 2 more to show you here, but
All right. Before we get to the next instrument, would you like to share some music with us today?
I do want to share some music with you today after I take a sip of my Hawaiian coffee. All right, we've got a little clip of this song, and I'm presenting this to you in honor of my dear friend Jeff Taplin in our accounting office. He is a fan of classic big band swing jazz music, as I am. And there's a radio show that he listens to. It's an online show, but it's out of Great Britain. And it's on, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Cabin FM? That's what it is. So you can check it out. Tuesdays at 3 p.m., I think, Central Time. But it's taking place in Great Britain. But the guy's great, does all kinds of amazing classic jazz stuff, which is a lot of fun. But Jeff wanted me to listen to this song all week. He's like, Greg, you got to listen to this song. It's so amazing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to listen to it. He was right. It's an amazing song. So the artist here we're talking about he's an Italian artist by the name of Flavio Ambrosetti. And he is the father of Franco Ambrosetti. Flavio is a saxophonist and vibraphonist, and Franco is a trumpetist. What do you call a trumpet? He's a trumpet player. Anyway, Flavio came onto the Swiss jazz scene. Who knew there was a Swiss jazz scene? But apparently there is. In the 50s and 60s, of course, influenced by Coleman Hawkins and Charlie Parker and many of the other jazz greats. But is a great player on his own and has played with a lot of big names over the years. This song is called Don't Mention It, but I'm mentioning it anyway. So this, in honor of my buddy Jeff, Don't Mention It by Flavio Ambrosetti. Jordan, take it away. This is definitely from that like 40s era sound-wise. So he's playing the vibraphone first. Pause it there for a second, Jordan. So we're getting mostly the vibraphone here. I think the saxophone comes in here in a little bit. It's a short song. We might be able to play the whole thing. I don't know, but it's just got a nice little jumpy bounce to it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you liking it? Let's see. Max says killer flute album. Uh-oh.
We were about to get an ad.
It just stopped. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on then.
I think that's all for today.
That's all for today, folks. All right. So that song we are going to add to the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify. Surprisingly, it's on there. But Flavio Ambrosetti, he's got 45 monthly listeners. Compared to somebody like Taylor Swift, who has like 5 billion monthly listeners. I don't know. Anyway, but Flavio Ambrosetti, check him out. Listen to the music. I'm sure you'll love it. All right. Moving on then, I guess.
Yes. We'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to figure out why YouTube doesn't like it.
Jeff Taplin commented.
Jeff Taplin, woohoo! See, I knew you loved that song, buddy. Well, thank you for sharing it with me, and now I can share it with the world. All right. Let's look at another instrument, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm going to grab this guy over here and show you that. So you may have noticed, if you've been watching this show a while, that we have more and more Schilke trumpets and brass instruments showing up in our holdings, and it's because we absolutely love that company, and they're making amazing professional grade brass instruments that you need in your life. So we just got this one in the other day. This is a custom series trumpet. This is the Schilke B5. Very simple model number, all right, B5. This is a medium large 460 bore. Number 2 bell taper, lightweight, solid copper bell. Seems to be kind of a trend lately. Copper is like all the rage in the brass world and saxophone world right now. So show you, of course, the nice green interior on these cases. Cases made by BAM, which are really excellent cases. And then here's the trumpet. I'm going to set this case out of the way so I'm not encumbered by it. Here, I'll just set that down here. All right. All right, so we have this model trumpet here. This is the B5. We have a, like I said, solid one-piece hand-hammered copper bell with the number 2 bell taper. We have the 460 medium large bore. Trying to get my positioning on the camera there. Very free open wrap. Reverse, let me show you on the other side there. Reverse lead tuning slide on there, okay? So you get a really nice free blowing sound. Now this is a multi-purpose, very versatile horn. With that 460 bore, you can do just about anything with it. Of course, you've got the traditional stylistic hexagonal finger buttons there with the mother of pearl key touches. Oh, I'm way too high for the camera. There we are. Okay. I got to figure out my camera angle still. So we got that. We've got the same hexagonal caps on the bottom as well. No engraving on this thing whatsoever. It is just pristine and clean, and I kind of like that. Just nothing to distract you. The only little thing is that little B5 mark right there on the mouthpiece receiver. But guys, this is a great professional horn. If you're looking for an alternative to like the the Bach Strads or the Yamaha Zenos or something, you're wanting a high grade, handmade, US made professional trumpet, you cannot go wrong with Schilke. They have been around, what is it? I think 70, maybe close to 100 years now. I'm not 100% sure on that. But they're based out of the Chicago area, and they just make super high grade stuff, guys. So this is the Schilke B5. My buddy Tim Wooten is a big Schilke fan. We'll try to get him on the show here and maybe have him do a demo of a couple of these Schilke trumpets for you. So, but check this one out on the website, palinmusic.com. This is the Schilke B5. And that, my friends, is a beautiful horn. Mm-hmm. Check it out. All right.
Cool.
Is that enough there? All right, good.
Good.
I'm just going to set that in its little case here. Boom, boom.
All right.
All right.
After that, can you show something cool to us?
Something cool, yeah. Well, I was talking about, we've got the new set here we've got new folks watching. Maybe you've never seen the show before and you're wondering, what is all this stuff behind me? So I just thought I would pull a few pieces from my set and talk about them very briefly. I'm kind of tethered here to the scene here, but I'm going to grab a couple things that are kind of special. So first item up for grabs here, for you Swedish folks out in the world, you know what that is. That is a Swedish Dala horse. I come from a long line of very great Swedish folks. Ancestors came over from Sweden in the 1880s, I think. And this is a folk craft, iconic piece of Swedish folk art here, the Dala horse. So that's what that is. Kind of represents me and my family there. So that's a cool piece. And then let's see, what else do I have over here? I'll show you a little picture here. This is a picture of one of the best meals I've ever had. Yes, it's a food picture. If I can get the angle or the lighting on it. There you go. You can see that. This was a charcuterie plate we had in Paris, my wife and I, a few years back when we got to visit Paris. A little sidewalk cafe, and nice bottle of wine. Got some rosé, and it was absolutely the quintessential Paris experience. And I talk about food a lot on this show as well. So I just wanted to share one of the things that makes me really happy. So there's that. And then a couple other things here. Oops, if I can get that to stand up properly. There we go. I'll do two more things and we'll kind of leave it at that. One of my favorite artists of all time, musical artists. I'm a clarinet player primarily, saxophone as well, but Artie Shaw right here, my all-time favorite clarinetist. This is just an assembly of some of his rare and unreleased stuff. You might be able to find this on Spotify or some of the other streaming channels, but the last recordings of his career, he put his clarinet down in like 1958, I think, never touched it again. At the peak of his career, he was fed up with the music business, wanted to go off and be a writer, and pretty crazy story, but a phenomenal musician. He and Benny Goodman were always battling for the title of the greatest clarinetist ever. But they're so completely different in their styles. So they're both amazing. And I've got some Benny Goodman paraphernalia back here as well. But anyway, Artie Shaw. And then one last thing I'll share, and I'm going to grab it from over on this side of the set. For those of you who know me well, you know that I'm a big Hot Wheel fan here, okay? Been collecting Hot Wheels my whole life. And chrome Hot Wheels in particular. This one happens to be a larger scale. This is a 1/43 scale, I think. Shelby Mustang, 1966 Shelby GT350 in chrome with blue stripes. So Hot Wheels classics. So there you go. That's just a little bit about me, a little something cool, some things for my set. You're wondering, what is all that stuff over there? Well, now you know. It's all little bits and pieces of me scattered throughout the world. So there you go. That's my something cool for today. Hope you like it. If there's anything else you want to know about that's on the set, you can see it. So just pick something out and say, hey, Greg, tell me about that. I'd like to know what that is. Or you're not interested in any of it. Who knows? All right. Well, we got one final piece to share with you today. This is an absolutely amazing trumpet here. And this is a Del Quadro. Now, you may not be familiar with Mike Del Quadro. He is a new and up-and-coming trumpet builder out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And he's been doing it for a few years, and he just makes some phenomenal instruments. Now, they come in this really nice handmade, kind of a canvasy style bag. You can, of course, get cases for them as well. But this is how it comes. And then take a look at this guy. Got a little piece of yarn there to kind of hold the slides in place for shipping. I forgot to take that off there. But we have, this is the Del Quadro Grande Campagna is the model. Okay, and I looked that up, and what that actually means is big bell. Grande is big or large, and Campagna actually means bell, which I didn't know that until this morning, and I looked that up. But what he does with his horns, these are one-piece solid copper electroformed bells. I'm going to get an interview with Mike here and have him explain that whole process as well one of these days, so we can do that for you. But it's an amazing process and an amazing sounding horn. These horns are just really rich sounding. This is a Grande Campagna. This has a 5.5 inch, so it is a large bell. So that makes it Grande Campagna, big bell. Medium large step bore. In fact, the Schilke was a step bore as well. We've got heavyweight top and bottom valve caps on this. I believe Mike Del Quadro uses Edwards valve blocks on his horns, which are super high quality, really smooth action, heavy, just solid brass finger buttons there. Again, no engraving or fancy adornment on there. You've got the Grande Campagna logo there. I don't know if the lighting in here is going to show that there, but there you go. You can kind of see that there. And then, so you've got Amato style water keys. You've got an added weight on the third slide. Very heavy rings all around, which add that mass to the horn, which give you really rich, resonant, powerful sound. And then just the electroforming, they're completely unfinished. So it's a raw, natural brass. You've got, is that a one-piece or two-piece valve cluster? I think it's a two-piece valve cluster, pretty sure. With I think the top is maybe bronze and the bottom brass. I'll have to double check the specs on that for you. But traditional lead pipe / tuning slide there. Grande Campagna by Del Quadro Custom Trumpets. Check him out because they're absolutely amazing. He's taken the world by storm in the trumpet world, and we are honored to be able to offer his instruments to you. I'm surprised this one's been in stock as long as it has. I mean, it hasn't been in stock long. We're talking like maybe a month, but we got 2 in. The first one was the Mother, and that one sold within a week. So these are hot commodities. They're hard to come by. They're pretty exclusive and rare. So get your hands on this one if you can, because it is an absolutely amazing horn. This is the Del Quadro Grande Campagna professional trumpet with a solid copper bell. And that is just one of the best looking trumpets out there, I think, really. I love a naturally finished horn, like the Ramponi Kazani saxophones, that have just, they're all natural metals, no lacquer, no, high gloss polishing. You can get these in a variety of finishes. I think you can get them lacquered if you want it. You can get them in a high gloss polish, or of course this nice natural look to them. So there you go. That is horn number 3 for you, the Del Quadro Grande Campagna, or Big Bell. Check it out. Live on our website, palinmusic.com. Give me a call. 417-882-7000. All right. What do we got left, Mr. Jordan?
All right. Before we close out the show, you need to share some wisdom with us.
I've got some wisdom for you. I do indeed. This wisdom comes from a composer, a fantastic, amazing. He's an Austro-Bohemian romantic composer from the 19th century. His name is Gustav Mahler. And as a composer, he acted as a bridge between the 19th century Austro-German tradition and the modernism of the early 20th century. And here is what he's, now this quote is not specifically about music, but more about life and your response to life and the art that you produce. So I thought this was really cool. He says, the point is not to take the world's opinions as a guiding star, but to go one's own way in life and working unerringly, neither depressed by failure nor seduced by applause. That's some deep thoughts. The point is not to take the world's opinion as a guiding star, but to go one's way in life and working unerringly, neither depressed by failure nor seduced by applause. So there you go. Think about that. Ruminate. Let that marinate in your brain for the week. So that's my piece of wisdom for you today. That's my show for you today. We'll be back here once again next month It'll be February starting tomorrow. So yeah, next Friday, 9 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra channel. Tell all your friends. Love to see you here. Thank you for being here and contributing to the chat and hanging out with us. Remember this, helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.